Designed by Roger Ward, two-time Indianapolis 500 winner, the Tricky Triangle up here in the Pocono Mountains is one of the greatest racetracks on the NASCAR schedule. Opened in 1969, this place has played host to some of the most wild racing there is on the Cup Series schedule. And we're about to go racing here. 160 miles of action coming up right after the pre-race show. And the pit road is bustling here this afternoon with pole sitter Sam trying to extend his 200-point lead over his WTR teammate of Jalen. It's going to be a wild, wild afternoon. The weather for us here, got 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 10-mile-an-hour winds, 16% chance of rain, and 68% humidity. It's a great day for racing in the Pocono Mountains. Race info for us. We've got ourselves 64 laps of racing. That's broken up into 221 lap stages and one final stage that is 22 laps. Remember, there are no stage cautions. 160 miles of racing, and pace speed will be 100 miles an hour. Now, looking here at the track info, 2.5 miles long, and the turns are what makes this track so interesting. 3 turns, unlike any other track on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule. Turn 1, based off of Trenton Speedway, 14 degrees of banking. In turn 1, turn 2, based off of Indianapolis, 8 degrees of banking. And turn 3, based off of Milwaukee, 6 degrees of banking, 20 pit stalls. The average fuel window is 19 to 24 laps, and that's going to be a little interesting because that's going to lie around where our stages fall. So we could see some strategy, drivers trying to make it to the end of the stage, trying to get their stage points, or they could try and go out for the race win. It's going to be interesting to see. And then the average lap time's a 47.020. Point situations for us here in the Carvana Cup Series. Recently, Sam is absolutely dominating these standings right now. 200 points over Jalen. Dylan right now P3. And I mean, it's not very interesting except down to P5, where you see Zoll 51 points above. Then it goes Freezy 30 above. Killer Soggy 28 above. King 6 points above. And Triple B is 3 points above the cut line. Hunter on the cut line after his win at Circuit of the Americas last week. And Cam's dropped out of the chase, 5 points out. Train 27 out. Bryce 30 points out. It is so unbelievably close around the cut line. Every single position matters at this point in the season. You look at the points gap to the leader, not close at all. Sam is unstoppable at this point in the season. Again, starting on pole for this race, 202 points over his WTR teammate Jalen. He's got himself a good starting spot today. The team points for us. WTR also leading the standings. Makes sense. They got their 2 top guys leading 1-2 in the point standings right now. GHR 286 points behind. R&R Racing 635 points behind. And Cool Motorsports 688 points behind right now in the standings. Manufacturer standings, Toyota trailing Chevrolet by 177 points, but that could definitely be made up. They actually made up some ground last week at Circuit of the Americas, but about to get ready here at Pocono and down here in Victory Lane, where we'll see a winner here later this afternoon. I'm over here with IBCS. It's gonna be a great afternoon full of racing, and I mean, IBCS, dude, what do you think we're going to be seeing here this afternoon?
The high amounts of draft, really. I mean, we talked about, how big the draft is at Pocono, and especially at tracks like Indianapolis and Michigan. The draft just pulls you right in towards the driver you're trying to pass. And pretty much the next thing you pretty much know, it's going to be chaotic. You're going to have a bit of a run, and Pocono is really tough to pass, as a matter of fact, especially in turns 3 and 2. So very interesting on that. Yeah, I mean, watch out for the draft because you're going to be in big trouble when that driver gets near your rear bumper.
Yeah, and definitely, I mean, we've had a lot of drafting tracks recently. You brought up Indianapolis, you brought up Michigan, and now we're going here again. Really close. The one team I've seen that has done so well at these drafting tracks is Team WTR. And Team WTR starting on pole this weekend with Sam. And, I mean, although Jalen has missed this race, they've still got Cams and Hunter in the race this weekend. So, honestly, it's going to be really, really good for them if they can sort of replicate what they've done at these other drafting tracks, which is going to bring me to our next part of the pre-race show, and that is our picks to win. And IBCS, I mean, take us away. We've seen some of these tracks before. Who do you think is going to come out on top here today?
Great lineup of cars here today at Pocono, but I think today's finally the day where Train gets his first career Carvana victory. He starts third in today's race. He's shown speed throughout the entire weekend, and amidst the competition he has up in the front, I think he'll be able to navigate through the field and get the victory. I mean, he's made his way up through the ranks so far throughout the entire season in the stands, and he might be able to make the chase if he keeps up his consistency. So give me the number 6 of Train to win today's race.
Yeah, and Train obviously is like 27 points behind, but he has been hunting down that cut line for the past, I don't know how many weeks, at least 2 months now. He's been hunting down that cut line. He has done so well, and obviously a great pick to win for him there. But honestly, there's a lot of good drivers, but I think I just got to go with the number 20 here of A-Sprout, last season's winner. And he ran really well, starting P4 right behind Train in a brand new Frontier Green airline machine. But, I mean, A-Sprout, he's just good at these really weird tracks. He was good at Darlington, which is without a doubt the hardest track on the schedule. And Pocono is up there. It's called tricky for a reason. And honestly, I think A-Sprout has what it takes to tame the tricky triangle. But, man, you talk about the new schemes here as well. So it's going to move us on to the next part of the pre-race show, IBCS. Give us your Zaz Scheme Resource Server scheme of the race.
A great lineup of schemes for today's race. Kind of matches the vibe you're supposed to have at Pocono. But you know what? I got to go with the 54 of Bryce. I mean, really, as a Kyle Busch fan, the M&M's colors always stuck out to me as really a fan of that number 50, of that number 8 car. And ever since he moved away from 2022, I mean, I've always missed those colors, and it's so great to see that 54 run the bright M&M's colors. Hopefully, he'll get some young fans with him after that. So yeah, give me Bryce to win Scheme of the race.
Yeah, Oof ran that yesterday. He got himself the scheme of the race as well. He ran that same scheme, and yeah, I voted that the scheme of the race. There were some other new schemes, obviously here. I'm gonna look through the field. Obviously, Turtle Beast Sweet Frog machine, that looks nice as well, starting right in front. That's always a flashy scheme. Don't mind Devin. Looking up through the field, we got King's Hawaiian Shake 'em Bites there for Nick. Chevrolet Accessories, King running Spotify Depop here this weekend. But honestly, I got to go with A-Sprout's Frontier Green airline machine. I don't know. It's just brand new. Looks kind of nice. I like it. It's kind of faded on the sides. I don't know. Brand new scheme. I like it to win scheme of the race. But, man, have a lot of good schemes and a lot of good drivers in the field here today. And honestly, IBCS, I know this is your favorite racetrack here. I'm excited. Are you excited for this race?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've always loved Pocono for a very long time now. Ever since I started going here, this actually was a track that I went to my first ever NASCAR race to in person, so it always has a special place in my heart. You see so much confine, you see so much chaos, and you see so much, insanity, and it's really the most uniquest but also toughest course in all of Carvana. So really, I mean, it's gonna be tough for these drivers to be able to nail this course as a whole.
Yeah, well, we are going to see this track go into action here in just a few minutes. But before that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And right after that, we'll be hearing from all the drivers down here on the pit road.
honest. Do I hear Kona Ice? No way.
What do you want, little boy?
I want some Kona Ice.
Sweet. Do you want to get in?
Oh, hell yeah.
No, my truck. How did you fucking take my truck?
I like Kona Ice.
You heard it here first, folks. Your driver 2X Dylan definitely likes Kona Ice, but sometimes that doesn't always help you.
267 is around, he goes! Hard into the outside wall!
So come on down and get your Kona Ice today, and it won't disappoint.
And welcome back here to the Carvana Cup Series down here on the pit road, and going to interview all the drivers, starting off with Sam starting off leading the field here today. Sam, once again on pole, but I mean, you got yourself a 200-point gap over the rest of the field this season. Do you think you could get yourself another win here today at Pocono?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's gonna be
bullshit. Okay.
it's gonna be a pretty hard race today. Pocono is no friend to me. A lot of people like to wall each other, and especially in that tunnel turn. So if we can get away, like almost every track, we'll be fine. And this Birch light scheme's pretty fast today. Just gonna have to watch out for this guy behind me. Zol, he's not a good racer.
Dude, you have Verity on the side of the car. Look, it's Verity.
Yes,
It's
Verity.
Oh my god. All right. Well, anyway, good luck to you today, Zol. Not Zol. Good luck to you today, Sam, as we're going to go over to Zol in the number 19.
Yeah, I'm over here with the number 19 of Zol. First off, how are you gonna take that message from Sam? And second of all, I mean, really, you're in a decent starting position for today's race. You got a lot of ground to make up. So really, I mean, how are you gonna be able to do so, especially with the chaos of this racetrack?
Just came off fresh from MWT Atlanta last night. Obviously, it was a bit chaotic race, but we now here Pocono. Obviously, I think I have the pace to keep up with Sam, but obviously he's very fast weekly and on. But I think I can finally compete with the guy. But it really depends if I can get away and get the best restart when you drop the green flag. But this number 19 NMCS Community Series machine is looking really fast today. We could have gotten pole, but just pushed it way too much. But hopefully to have the best and just get the best points we can today.
All right, well, good luck to you, Zol. And now we're gonna head over to Trey, who'll be interviewed by BCH.
Yeah, Train, right now, you are currently 27 points out of the cut line, I believe, but you've had yourself a bunch of good runs in the past few weeks. What is the game plan today? Because the fuel strategy here is kind of around where the stages would end. So are you going to try and go for stage points, or are you going to go try and go for a race win and get all those points? What is your thinking behind all that?
Win or bust. I want to get that win. Get that monkey off my back. Just winning would feel so good. Have a fast car here. Yeah, very quick in practice. Good in qualifying. Let's get that race pace and possibly win the race. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you today. Win or bust here for Train, as we're going to go over here to A Sprout, who is pretty safe here in the chase. Going to be interviewed by IBCS.
I'm over here at the number 20 of A Sprout, man. I mean, BCH did say that you are pretty safe, on the chase cut line, but, it ain't over till it's over. And what I mean by over is a regular season finale at North Wilkesboro. So really, I mean, you are 92 points above the cut line. You gotta be so consistent. So really, I mean, how are you gonna try to increase your gap above the cut line and just get that monkey off your shoulder, and pretty much just guarantee yourself in the chase.
One correct.
I hate you so much. You
You're
Belgians are
to
terrible.
the back. You're
You
going to the back.
Belgians are terrible.
Just move your way to the back.
BCH.
Just move your way to the back. Just move your way to the back now, please. Thank you.
I'm BCH and King. You.
Anything else actually useful to say?
No.
You are horrible. You're like Freezy now. You're actually like Freezy. All right, moving on here to the number 94 of King. In this brand new scheme, Spotify Depop. King, not only are you lying face down on the ground like you're hungover right now, but King, you also are really close to that cut line. I believe only 8 points above the cut, barely hanging on to a chase spot. I mean, what is the plan here today to try and, you got to try and hang on. What are you going to do to try and do that today?
Obviously, I would like to get some good points today, try to stay up in the top 5 all day, but obviously, race pace, I've struggled with that in the past few races that I've made, obviously, so today, to kind of try to get an improvement, obviously, I've kind of enjoyed driving this track, so I don't think it should be that hard, but obviously, yeah, that's really it.
All right, well, thank you, King. Going to go over here to the number 5 of Cams, who is just out of the chase. IBCS will be with him.
Yeah, I mean, Cams, like BCH said, you are out of the chase cut line right now. You have to have a great day in order to continue your hunt to make the chase as the 2-time defending series champion. So really, I mean, with the chaos of the Pocono Raceway, do you think you're going to be able to score some decent points and get yourself above the cut line? Yes. Is that it? All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Cam's going to go over here to the number 40 of Nick, who is currently, I believe, like about 107 points out of the cut line. I mean, it seems about done for you this season, but it's 100% not over for you. Do you think you still have a chance at making the chase, or are you just trying to go for wins at this point? Try to be consistent and get some stage so we can hopefully get a top 5 at the end of the race. Okay. All right. Well, that is game plan there for Nick. Good luck to you today, as we'll be going over here to the number 24 of Killer Soggy.
Yeah, just an FYI, Soggy is not going to be able to speak today, recently after some circumstances that happened. So, really, Soggy, you are playing under pressure, literally, with the pain right now that your body's dealing with. So, truly, I mean, with the chaos of this track, how are you going to be able to try to muster up around on the field and, try to get some points to continue your hunt to make the chase? No pain, no gain. We're looking to win this today. That's all. All right, well, thanks, Soggy. Good luck to you as we're now going to head over to Hunter, who will be interviewed by BCH.
Yeah, and Hunter, you are the last one on the chase cut line, just separated by few points from being knocked out. But you got your win at Coda last week, which completed that really comeback drive you've had this season to get yourself back in to the chase. But Hunter, I mean, starting near the back of the field here today, it's going to take a lot of work to get back up through here, and it's going to be hard to hold on to that chase position if you're back here. But what can you do today to try and maintain that points position?
Yeah, I mean, for the rest of the season, it's all really about points. Of course, I love wins. I'd love to get wins, but now we just have to maintain our spot. We're trying to get Camden into the chase as well, get all 4 WTR cars into the chase. But yeah, I mean, I think we're quick today. I don't know. I don't think I have enough pace to go get the win today, but I think I as usual, I think I have better race pace than my quality pace. But yeah, excited to race here in Pocono.
All right. Well, good luck to you today. Last week's winner, as we're going to go over here to Devin, who is running whatever this is. But JD, did Devin have anything to say? No interview. Let me run this. Why? No.
I want to admire this team real quick. Look how beautiful it is. You see how like that pink.
Jalen says this isn't a troll scheme, by the way.
Oxenbala, East Sprout literally said, if we add a readable number that's not drawn on, it can be run.
I'm changing the rules.
Yeah.
This race. 100%.
After this race, so you can run it through this race.
BS.
The
All right,
rules
gonna get over
literally
here
just
to the
say
number
the scheme-
45.
The rules literally just say if the schemes.
But the guy, oh no,
Parts, by the way.
the guy who made the scheme, literally made the scheme rules, said that if you had a number, you can run it.
I don't know what he's thinking, but over here with the number 45 of Triple B, who is also in that chase battle right now. I believe you are out of it right now. Is that correct? I'm in. Oh yeah. You are P9, but still, you are surely not locked in. It's still really, really close. But starting at the back of the grid here today at Pocono, I mean, you got some people to fight with. What is how are you feeling going into this race, knowing that a chase spot isn't 100% secure for you? I'm confident I could do well today. FSS, I didn't get the finish I deserved. Well, this is the first race I didn't DNQ while running Sweet Frog, so it's a sign. So you're actually not going to DNQ, you just finished dead last, so that's great, isn't it? That's just really great, Trilby. No, P1, okay. Well, we'll see how it is here at the end of 64 laps, but going to move on here to the number 1 of Dylan, the Kona Ice Machine, who is pretty safe right now in the chase. IBCS, take it away.
Yeah, Dylan, I mean, you have Coda from last week on your mind after that one lap dash, and truly, I mean, it's all in the past, and you have to focus on this week. So really, I mean, what do you think is possibly going to be a goal for today's race that will, get that monkey off your shoulder and possibly, redeem yourself from last
It's
week?
actually a sloth on his shoulder, so, you could actually...
Oh my god.
You're a bum.
I can't lie. I low-key forgot about Coda. I wasn't even thinking about that. The only problem I've been thinking about this weekend is the lag I've been having. My internet's been real bad. So my iPad just doesn't work, I guess. So I'm racing on my computer for the first time ever on an actual skilled track in a league. So, that'll be a little challenging. I qualified in the back because my iPad wasn't doing very, very nice. But what's it called? I guess I'll try to do my best. But I'm not really in a spot where I have to win or do anything crazy. So I'll just try not to wreck anyone. Yes.
Yeah, quick question to you. Yesterday in the MWRT G1 race, were you having issues?
Yeah, I mean, I had to leave and rejoin 4 different times. So yeah, it wasn't the best.
Oh yeah, that explains it. All right. Now we're gonna round out our previous interviews with the 54 Bryce, interviewed by BCH.
Yeah, Bryce, rounding up the back of this grid, I believe you are about 30 points out of the chase, but it is still manageable. Bryce, do you think you can have yourself a good enough day to get yourself back in the running for the chase? You'll have a lot of work to do.
I mean, yeah, of course, I do have a lot of work to do. I mean, last few weeks I've been getting thrashed around by everybody, trying to race like a pacifist and not try to wreck everyone. But, as what I learned this season, if you race like a pacifist, you get nowhere. So today, elbows are being thrown out. I'm not going to wreck the field or anything. But the thing is, I'm going to be more aggressive than usual, specifically because I don't want to be thrown around like a rag doll. But yeah, we really didn't queue, but thanks to the notification that I had in turn 3, which lagged my phone on my lap. But luckily, both Nye and Handle can't make it, so I'm a field feeler. So hopefully we'll actually make our way through the field. I was pretty good at Pocono last season. I was like a top 5 car, I believe. But new setups, new everything. So hopefully we'll learn the setup and just try to go on from there.
All right. Well, good luck to you this afternoon, Bryce. Rounding up the back of the grid, I think we all understand a pit road. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? Yeah. Okay.
Go over it. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Just enter. You don't have to do like anything on entry other than just come down and don't like kill anybody. And then on exit, just when you're trying to get up to speed, just stay on like the bottom in turn one. Then just be predictable. And don't do dumb stuff. Restarts. I think we all know what to do with that. Basically what it's been for about like half the season now. So yeah. Yeah. Good luck to you guys today. Have fun. Don't do dumb stuff. And we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back afterwards with the cars moving on track.
Kyle Busch, welcome to Menards. What can I help you with today? Well, I've got my shopping list right here. I need some green treated lumber. I need a brown Mastercraft door. I need red Clearview cabinets and some blue Dutch Boy paint. Those are M&Ms. And?
At Menards, we carry the world's best selection of home improvement products to help you complete your next project.
You've got more of these, right? It's all gonna fit in your car? I got a trunk.
Save big money at Menards.
Man, I can't wait to open the stuff I got from the store. It's so cool. Wear my seatbelt? No way. Ah!
And welcome back here to the Carvana Cup Series with the cars moving on the racetrack. Glad you guys are all joining me here today. Alongside me in the booth will be IBCS.
Yo!
Heard them a lot this season. I'm having mouse problems right now with my computer, so trying to get those sorted out before we go green. But yeah, Sam's starting on the pole here for this afternoon. But yeah.
Could be a very interesting race for sure, as the field will have to come down on a pit road this time here. So let's see what the call's going to be for number 3, Sam.
Yeah. All going to be taking 100% fuel. Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of fun racing here this afternoon. As a little bit of a stack up there. King, A-Sprout got together. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we should be good here. Oh, I just got disconnected from the game. Oops. Alright, let me just fix that there. Alright. Alright, we got 64 laps on the ticker. So let me just fix this up here. Alright. So we'll be going green this time. Green this time. We'll be choosing this time to be a forced choose. Looking at the points right now, you see here, looking at that cut line, Triple B just barely in, Hunter as well, just barely in, this as well. Let me go fix this again here, so we're going to be choosing this time. Oh, things are all broken here today. Alright, there we go. So here we go. Choosing this time here. IBCS, you ready? It's gonna be a wild race.
Here we go. Come on.
64 laps of racing action about to get underway here at Pocono. Sam leads us to the green, and 13 Cup cars are rumbling here in the Pocono Mountains as they go up off into turn number 1. 3 wide as Nick is in the middle of that right there. Triple B's gone way. Zol's gone way up the track. Here comes Train through on the inside, looking for his first win. He's now going to try and look to the inside as they go through turn number 2.
The fight is on, really. Train. He's shown so much speed and now clears the pack.
Whoa!
Down. Oh my God! What a hit for the 54.
Bryce has a huge hit there. We'll keep it green for now, but it's Train still leading. And there's a huge mess. Sam's been shuffled back past Cams, past Ace Sprout, and maybe now even past Hunter. And down to 4th here on lap 1 is Cams. Has no help here.
The longest straightaway of all Carvana right about here. I mean, you can reach speed up to over 200 miles per hour from how powerful the draft is.
Whoa!
Oh boy!
King went around there, was able to keep it going, but that was a little close. Had to drop him to the back of the field. Now Cams has a little bit of help on that inside line with Triple B right behind, as well as Nick. And oh, we got another wreck there. There's Nick. Hard into the inside wall. It's another single car incident. We'll keep it green.
I mean, a tunnel turn, really the most treacherous corner out of all the tracks you've seen it. I mean, like you said, inspired by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and you saw how tight the turn really got 2 weeks ago when we went there for the Brickyard 160. So drivers gotta be a bit more careful of how they enter the quarter to the battle between the 19 and 98.
Yeah, they're battling really hard right now as Bryce actually looks like he's merging there. Must have just disconnected from the game. But now Hunter, the WTR boys are all hooked up right now. It's Sam, it's Hunter, and then it's Cams all right now. And at the race lead, Ace Sprout is there. Zol has gone way up the racetrack, but back there all the way, almost into the outside wall. I think he did get up there as Devin's racing side by side with Killer Soggy down the front straightaway, making a bit of contact.
Yeah, but that's where the side draft comes into play, really. I mean, you notice that at Indianapolis, the side drafting is just so powerful. And if you're not able to break it, well, you're going to be a sitting duck in the water. Just no help there. But you see the driver starting to tandem draft their way through through this long straightaway into the tunnel turn. Look at the 19 thirds on the inside.
Yeah, Sam's going to try and make a move, I believe, on the inside of Hunter. Really, I think they're just trying to communicate really well with each other and try and not make unnecessary moves as they come down the front straightaway. The train still leading lap 5.
Phil's got a relatively single file as they want to play it safe, but never mind that now. Look at the run that the 45 had after getting bumped on the 98.
Yeah, Triple B went up the racetrack there. He's going to drop 3 positions, and that will not be any good to him there in the standings. As Ace Sprout all over that back bumper of train, and now into the title turn is going to make a move for the race lead. Oh, there's contact! There's contact! Cam's going to go through and to the race lead. What a spectacular move! There's a great save for Ace Sprout, but Cam's out of nowhere takes it on lap number 5 as Ace Sprout is now under attack from Sam. It's the WTR boys once again back at it, hunting down the Toyotas as they go into turn number 1. Ace Sprout, no help from Sam, and now Hunter's gonna go with his teammate.
We've noticed that at Michigan, we've noticed that at Indianapolis, you do not want to tandem draft when you're entering the quarters. I mean, that allows for a driver to get shoved up the track, and we saw with the number 20 of Ace Sprout. I mean, I thought he was trying to make a move, but I guess not. He told Train that he was going to push him. But yeah, that's going to be big. I mean, you do not want another driver getting near the rear bumper. There's a big checkup in the back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of contact there. Ace Sprout, Zol's gone off the track, up into the outside wall. Only car spinning will keep it green. But that's what, like the 5th single car spin we've had thus far as the pack gets smaller and smaller, but the racing at the front of the field is still absurd as Ace Sprout is trying to hold off the 2 WTR boys right behind him.
Yeah, I mean, really, you know, what makes this track so unique, and Cam's just mentioned about it, he's so bad at Turbo 3, and that's what I love about this track. All 3 quarters are completely different. It's not like your average oval where at least like one of them is completely similar. So really, I mean, it's gonna be very
Hunter! Hunter got in it with Ace Sprout. It looks like, I don't know, there's a bit of a checkup there. And it's Bryce upside down in the back. That's Bryce upside down. It'll bring out the caution. And I believe it's lag issues for Bryce on lap 7. That'll bring out the caution about 5 minutes into the run. So that's going to change up some things.
I mean, I don't know what is going on, really. Tons of drivers this entire weekend, whether you see it in MWRT or Carvana, they just dealt with so much lag. And true, with how big this track is, they got to be a bit more careful of, you know, how much lag they're possibly going to take. This track is just enormous. So really, I mean, it's going to be so tough for these drivers to try to avoid the lag when you're already dealing with such a big racetrack like this.
Yeah, and Bryce was already dealing with the issue. He actually had to rejoin. You saw him merging earlier on in the race, and he joins back, and he lags once again. And that brought out the caution. I mean, that was rough for him. So it's going to be interesting, especially for a guy who's still trying to be in the hunt for the chase. This race could really hurt him and possibly end his championship hopes.
It ain't over till it's over, but he still has to like find a way how he could muster up a run, especially with that lag as the field comes on a pit road. So, yeah, lag really tough, but drivers do know exactly how to avoid it, how to at least like get out of the racing line, just let the drivers by when they're dealing with lag. It's in the driver conduct. So really, I mean, you know, they got to be a bit more careful, especially with how big this track is, because it will be treacherous and detrimental for them if they get like a incredible amount of lag.
Yeah, race off pit road now. Remember, this stop will be great for them. Remember, the stages are 21 laps. Pit run, the fuel cycles around that amount of time. About that lap length. You look here at the track info, 19 to 24 laps, so this will secure them to the end of the stage, and we'll be able to go green this time as Killer Soggy out in front of the race lead takes it away from Cam. So it'll be green this time as Devin looks like he must be dealing with some issues. Not sure. So
I mean, really bad for all these drivers right about here because, like I mentioned, it's so bad due because of how big this track is. But now we're approaching the point of this race where they start going single file, which pretty much allows for less chaotic restarts and less caution. So, I mean, with how long the straightaway is, let's see who's gonna push each other, who's gonna try to make some moves because the draft is just so powerful.
Well, I mean, we got two WTR boys. I think they might try and sneak their way past Killer Soggy on this restart. We'll just have to see. So we come back to the ORC restart zone. Leader gets to choose. He's off, and we're back under green here at Pocono. And it's 10 laps to go in the stage as they rocket up into turn number 1. 160 miles an hour as they go out of turn number 1 and down the straightaway as they'll be going up into turn. Oh, Nick's gone off. Nick's gone around. He's collected Zol. It's 2 cars, and that'll be the caution.
Corner it really has been the most treacherous part of this track, as a matter of fact. We saw they have caused both of the cautions. We saw it with Bryce when he got loose and then hit the inside wall hard out of the tunnel turn, and now when they enter on a long pond straightaway, I mean, out of turn number 1, it's just not really that good because of, you know, how tight the turns is. So let's see, it's Cam's speeding.
Oh, Cam sped on the pit road. That is going to drop him to the back of the field. So that'll be a disaster. So is Hunter as well. As they all come off. So the two of the WTR boys will be dropped to the back of the grid. As race off goes to Sam, A-Sprout, Triple B, Dylan, Bryce, and Cam's King and Hunter will all be caught speeding on the pit road. So that'll be devastating for them.
I mean, it's already bad enough if you get involved in a wreck pretty much at this racetrack. It's just so big, and unfortunately, with no merging allowed as well, you know, it's also going to be absolutely chaotic, you know, as the rest of the race goes on. And for drivers like Bryce, Nick, and Zol, that was the last thing they truly wanted to have to deal with as a whole. So, very interesting on that. It'll be green this time here with the 24 leading us off.
Yeah. Well, it'll be green this time with Killer Soggy leading Train and Devin. Once again, 24 controls the restart. Here we go through the ORC restart zone. Here we go. We are green, and it's a horrible launch for Train. And Train is now having to play defensive against Devin as they go up into turn number 1 here. They all fan out. Dylan making a move underneath Triple B as they go through turn number 1 now. Sam is also making a move underneath Nick and maybe even Zola. Zol goes into the outside wall off 1.
Yeah, I mean, quarter right there really tight for all these drivers, but we're going to see how that 6 car does. He's trying to push the 24 into a quarter, and it looks like he's going to be able to, but look at Devin on the inside.
Oh, Devin is making a run as Bryce has crashed. He's gone off again. It's 1 car. We'll keep it green. As up here, it's madness. Train is side by side with Devin, and look back behind. Sam is in a huge mess. Oh, my goodness. And Zol throwing a big block there on Nick as they go up into turn number 1. Now up for the race lead. Devin's going to make a move down to the inside. British driver trying to go for the race lead here at Pocono.
And he'll be able to try to side drive the wall. Look at the contact there from him in the 24. I mean, yeah, the side drive has the work. Time he was able to try to give the 24 a bumper. It was able to work a little bit, but that Lapper Saga just pull away.
Cams is sliding. Is he able to save it? He is. hit a wall pop off turn 2, and that really got him sideways there, as now Sam is starting to work his way up through the rest of the field. Lap 14 of this race, coming in on the closing stages of stage 1, and now Devin is throwing huge blocks on Train as they go up into turn number 1. Oh, Zoll gets turned sideways. Is he able to save it? Slides it through the corner. That is incredible car control, and is going to hang on to the spot.
Saved by the driver of number 19, but now his teammate of A-Track going to peek down on the inside. You do not want to go side by side in a tunnel turn because really, I mean, you're likely going to be bound to wreck, and we saw multiple wrecks occur, especially in a tunnel turn when they enter towards the short shoot. So yeah, drivers gonna have to be a bit more careful than what we were before. You see them 3 wide down the long straightaway.
Riding on board with Devin here. Look at the mess behind, but look at the speeds into turn 1 on the bottom of your screen. He's gonna try and bump him. He's gonna try and bump Killer Soggy out the way. No, he's not. As we come out of turn number 1 now, he's got a bit of a run, but Killer Soggy gonna go super aggressive on the blocks. Now all this is gonna allow Train and Cody to catch back up. Now will Devin try and make a move there? There wasn't enough time or space to make a move, but a little tight off the corner. Oh, Killer Soggy squeezes Devin to the outside. I don't know what he's going to think about that one, as Train is also going to have a brilliant run out the final corner.
Yeah, it's like mission. You do not want to battle with each other early on. You just want to like work together with the driver you're near to try to pull away from the pack. That allows for you and the driver to have more of a chance to win, unless it's going to be a caution coming out. So really, I mean, all this battle has just allowed for this pack to pretty much catch up, and we've noticed it. And look at how squeezed up they are down the long pond straightaway.
I think Devin's about done with him. He's about ready to move him out the way, and there it is, the bump and run there in turn number 2. Gonna get him out the way. He's about sick of that blocking. Gonna give him a little bit of a love tap down there as they go up into turn number 3. Gonna be to the inside. Triple B is gonna go for a spin back there. Believe it's one car will stay green. That's Devin side by side. A lot of contact there on the front straightaway, and now he is clear up into turn number 1 with 3 laps to go in the stage.
And what a move by him. I mean, a tunnel turn, you could be able to send drivers in that spot. However, I mean, you are more likely to cause them a wreck, which will likely resolve in about a 1 out of 3 or a 2 out of 3. So he has to be a bit more careful about that. But look at him trying to pull away from the field with this 3-car tandem.
Yeah, sorry. Correction, that is not 3 to go in the stage. It's stage ends lap 22 of this race, as Devin is trying to hold off Sam and Killer Soggy now. They're all stacked up in a pack, but Devin's going to go a bit wide, and Sam's gone right on by Killer Soggy. Also in this mess as well. They're all sorting, trying to get it sorted out, as now Devin gonna have a dive out of nowhere, out of back, way out of it, in order to not make contact there with Sam. And now it's the points leader out in front of this race, and on lap number 18.
Yeah, now the 6 and the 98 have to work together in order to catch up to the 3. I guess they did that right now, as the 24 got split through the middle into the tunnel turn. But yeah, I mean, Soggy, after that move by the 98 of Devin, he has just lost so much ground. And look at the send by the 6 to the Turbo 3. Oh my god, that was big, but Devin's able to keep it straight.
Yeah, Devin's able to keep it going, and now he's got a bit of a run here. They're sneaking down the front straightaway up into turn number 1 here. Devin is going to have another dive at him. He's actually going to bump Sam out the way, use a little bit of contact there, and out turn number 1 here. He's all over that back bumper, but Train's also there as well. So it's 3 Chevrolets all in the top 3, followed by 2 Toyotas. And then it's Killer Soggy as they go up into turn number 2. It's Ace Bro making a little bit of contact there with Train. And now Train's going to have a bit of a run and move all the way down to the inside of Devin as they go into turn number 3.
Wow, that was big by him. I mean, last season we saw it with a move for a race win. You know, Mystic bumping the number 6-7 of Ace Star out of the way. Mystic is in this race, so Ace Star does have a bit of a chance to redeem himself. But yeah, and look at the side drafting they're doing in a turn number 1. I mean, with how long the straightaway really is, I mean, you're allowed to try to side draft those drivers, try to mess up a run, but that's just likely going to allow for the leader to possibly pull away. But that 6 car is trying to catch up with him.
Oh, a little argy-bargy there between Devin and Ace Brown. That sent Devin way up the racetrack. That'll allow Zoll to get there as well. So right now, it's 1, 2, 3, Sam in the race lead, then it's Train, then it's Ace Brown, Zoll, and Devin. That's your top 5, and that's the stage. The guys getting the stage points here, but it's Dylan right behind trying to get everything he can get with 1 lap to go in the stage, and Sam is now under attack. This is a chase point under attack here for Sam. He's got to fight it out, and he's lost the chase point now as they go down the back straightaway. Train going to go defensive on the bottom.
Wow, what a move by him there, and that's going to allow for him to get clear, but the fight ain't over yet. Look at the 3 trying to surge ahead on the number 6. It's now, there's a big check. Oh, no!
Oh, Dylan's gone around. He's going to be out of the stage points there. Hunter's also in the fight here as well for the stage points. It's going to be close between them. The stage 1 win is going to go to Train, but back here, Hunter is going to get the final stage point, and that'll be very, very useful for driver number 2 as King and Cams make a little bit of contact there in 1.
Wow, what a stage finish there. I mean, you saw how much ground that 6 car has, but the stage isn't going to end, so drivers have to know that they gotta keep racing as best as they could, but they also gotta learn how to possibly work together because that 6 and the 3 are pretty much long gone from the pack.
Yeah, right now Sam doesn't really have a bunch of help, well, really close to him, so he might as well just push the only Chevy. The closest teammate he's got is Hunter right now, and he's right now trying to sort it out with Devin. He was making a lot of contact, I believe, back there. Did somebody go around? That was Bryce has gone around in the final corner, I believe, slammed into the pit barrels. It's 1 car, will keep it green, but right now Hunter still under attack. Now it's Zoll who is trying to fight him for this position.
Wow, what a run by him right now, but the 3 and the 6, they've been working together pretty much. I just love how these drafting tracks allow for these drivers to tandem draft their way up through the field. And yeah, I mean, that's allowed for the 3 and the 6 to just pull away from the pack right about here, but here comes the 3 to the inside.
Sam's going to make a move down to the inside here for the race lead. Can he make it stick? Now up into turn number 1. There's a lot of contact there between the 2 of them. Sam's about done with this as he's side by side up into turn number 1. Now he's going to get clear of him. Can he stay with it on exit? He will. And it's now Sam out in front on lap 24.
Wow, what a run by him, but the 6 is still trailing right behind him. I think he's likely going to have to, you know, just continue to work with him if they want to continue.
Whoa, there's a crash! Huge crash there, Cams! And Devin gone around. That's going to bring up the caution. And yeah, that's going to be perfect for Killer Soggy. Oh, he's on 160 milliliters. It might be close. But it'll be pits this time. And I believe, well, I saw they were going 3 wide through the tunnel turn, and they were going to go really slow, but just didn't go slow enough.
Oh man, it was honestly big, as a matter of fact. Right about here, Soggy likely has to pit, but I mean, I don't know, he'll likely have to take an early stall, unless he could do the same stuff that SJ did at the Circuit of the Americas and DDD, where he pretty much just entered on a pit road at the right time and continue to maintain his pace speed. So very interesting on that, but still be close for the 24 car.
Yeah, it is. King has actually worked his way up through here. He is now up to P5. So that'll be helpful with him. For him, Hunter as well is up there. So those 2 are looking really good at the moment for a good point stay that'll help him out surely in the chase. Triple B not so much, as well as Cams and Bryce, as they all funnel down pit road. Maybe some crucial stops that could get them to the end of stage number 2. We'll just have to see, as there's a little contact there. Zol and Nick.
Soggy barely just to make it on a pit road. That was perfect for him. Just at 15 milliliters right now. So, yeah, a saving grace for the driver of the 24 car. Right this second. But what a stop by Devin. I think he's going to be able to jump the field here.
Oh, it's going to be close. He's taking less fuel, but Sam got him there. So some strategy calls. And Devin taking less fuel. I believe, yeah, is taking, I believe, half fuel. So that is an interesting call. Gets to track position. But when is the next caution going to come out? Because there's no guarantee that one will come out. He probably will have to pit before the end of the stage.
I mean, I do not know, honestly. That was a big gamble by him. Man, I mean, he had a lot of track position, but I do not think that is actually a good risk, because even though you know, he's trying to get some stage points, he still lose a ton of ground to this pack at this racetrack as a whole, especially the tiniest mistakes that we noticed before the wreck. So, yeah, I mean, he's gonna have a lot of ground to make up, even if they go green until he runs out of gas.
Yeah, well, I believe we'll have to pit before the end of this stage, so yeah, we'll just have to see. But right now, Sam P1, Devin P2 after that wreck earlier on, and then Train P3. Here we go, back to the ORC restart zone. Sam chooses one to go, waiting, now he's off. It's a great launch for Sam. We're back green here at Pocono, and it's a great launch for Sam up into turn number 1 now. And they're sorting each other out. Devin's gone a bit wide there up into 1. Now Train's gonna have a look down to the inside and make the move out of turn 1.
Wow, what a run there, and still the 98 trailing right behind the 6 car as they enter into the second quarter right about here. But the 20 gonna shove the 98 up the track onto the wall just a bit.
Triple B and King side by side. This is going to be crucial for the points, as well as Cam's stuck back here as well. Zol is fighting right now with Hunter. And now Devin is going to make a move to the inside of A-Sprout. Maybe not. It's not enough for him. But back here, just looking at the point situation, a bunch of heavy hitters. Bryce, King, and Triple B all in a mix. All in a mess here. Nick as well. Cams as well. They're all out the chase right now. But it wouldn't really be in their best interest to fight, because the guys right now that they really need to catch is really Hunter. Hunter is up here. So is Train. He could be a threat as well. So they've got to figure out how to be smart as they go through turn 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really, they got a much of a run here, but entering into turn number 3, the 6 tries to surge. And that's really the run that you're possibly going to get, especially with the turn glitch that usually happens right about here at this part of the racetrack. So, yeah, very interesting on that. It allows for drivers to gain a ton of speed through the corners. So, I mean, really, that's going to be a big advantage for Train, you know, as the rest of the race goes on.
Yeah, side by side for this race. Lead Train's making a move down to the inside. Maybe win number 1 will come today at Pocono. A-Sprout also in here in the Toyota machine as they go into turn number 2 now, into the tunnel corner, as Dylan back there has gone around into Nick, and that's 2 cars that'll bring out the caution. And
wow, what a hit for...
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, wow, what a hit for the driver number 1. I mean, the tunnel turn really just shows how bad it truly is. But that's honestly a lifesaver for the number 98 of Devin, because now he can pretty much hit at this rate. He won't lose much ground to the rest of the pack right about here. So, pretty much, I mean, that's honestly just a miracle for the driver number 98 to just get that caution.
Yeah, that is great for him. And so this should all let them make it to the end of the stage safely now. Train is leading this field as Sam is P2. He's been up around here whole day. A-Sprout P3. Hunter's having himself a good point stay as well. But I think Devin, I don't know what's going on. Either he's dealing with some issues here today, but looks like Train not going to come down. I'm not sure.
Very interesting on that right about here. But yeah, I'm surprised the ton of drivers are actually willing to come down on a pit run. I'm assuming they're likely to have to take 50 or 25, but who knows, honestly. Train, unsurprisingly, going to take the initiative and just stay out. He's just desperate for those stage points right about there. So, yeah, let's see right about here, but that's going to be a big gamble for him. Whoa, look at the 98 just faked the field out.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that strategy at all. But about half the field comes down. Did he want to pit? I'm not sure, but about half people coming down, half people staying out. Hunter with a great entry into his stall. So everybody's now into their stalls as they come out of pit road. We'll see where they all wind up. I believe what's going on.
Someone despawned likely. Hold
on. Yeah, not sure who that was, so nah, I don't think so, maybe. So I don't know if we could go. Oh, it was Devin. Can we go green this time?
Trying to respawn here, so
we'll go green this time with not Devin, sorry. Green this time with
Devin.
Train leading this race. Then it will be A-Sprout P2, Zol P3. As we come back to the ORC restart zone, Train is the control car. He chooses one to go. And we are back green. Up through the gears we go here at Pocono. And it's a pretty good launch there for Train. A-Sprout trailing behind with his GHR teammate right there as well. As we go up here into turn number 1. Side by side, back through the majority of the pack with Cams getting a little bit of a bump and run there from Killer Soggy out of turn 1.
Yeah, big run there, but the field has to get single file side by side in the back. Entering into turn number 2. Let's see how it's going to work. Oh, boy, look at the contact. Oh, no.
Killer Soggy looks like he was trying to go super slow not to get himself into any big trouble there, and it did get him into trouble. Spun himself around as now look at this huge mess back here. Dylan, Bryce, Triple B, Hunter, King, Nick, they're all in a huge points fight at the moment, and it's all in the back of the pack. This is a mess. They're all trying to get each other sorted out for each and every position right now. As up at the front of the field, it's still Train leading, but they're still side by side trying to get it sorted out.
It's not really going to be good, you know, as the rest of the race pretty much progresses on for some of these drivers right here. Well, look at the 20 diving down to the inside. The tunnel turn really is where tons of drivers are going to try to make some moves, especially with how tight it's going to get. That 90-degree corner really just so tight, but then they enter with this high-speed turn number 3. There's a 3-car dive for a lead. Never mind that, make it 2.
Whoa! A-Sprout just squeezed him out, and now Sam's going to go on through into the inside looking for the race lead. Look at all these cars under a blanket here as we go up into turn number 1. Zol is now on the inside as well. A little bit of contact there with that GHR teammate of A-Sprout as they come out of turn number 1. Oh, there's a wreck in the back. There's King around. So is Bryce and Devin, and caution comes out again.
Corner right to Toffley are where the drivers continue to wreck. We've noticed that throughout the entire race. It's because of how tight those corners truly are. You get so tight. You go up the track, and the next thing you know, I mean, you're just wrecking. So, yeah, very bad, honestly, for those drivers right about here. But they still have a ton of ground to make up. They still have a ton of time to make up so much ground. So, yeah, I mean, it's still be very chaotic, you know, as the rest of the race goes on.
So stage white will be lap 42 of this race. We will be going back green for that. It'll be pits this time now, as Sam is out leading. A-Sprout P2, Zol P3, Cams P4 it would be great if he could get himself some of these stage points and get himself into the chase, because remember, every point matters. You look here at the point situation. These guys are all separated by really stage points. Just a stage win could get them into the chase at the moment. So something to really look out for.
I mean, very interesting on that so far. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming the field likely has to come down on a pit road later on, but I guess likely not. Even if the field would come out on a pit road, I do not know if Crane would continue his stretch of just making risky moves. I mean, he stayed out multiple times on the pit cycle, so yeah, it's gonna be big for that six car. It shows how determined he really is to make the chase, and yeah, I mean, big risk, big reward cost requires big risk, so that's what the six is trying to do.
So at first I thought they weren't going to come down, but now it looks like they might all decide to take a turn on the pit road, and yeah, it looks like they're all going to stay out, I believe, except for King, who is at the back. So he's just going to go on the alternate strategy and get himself more fuel. But going to go to a quick side-by-side commercial break. We'll be back right afterwards for the green flag. And welcome back here to the Carvana Cup Series. I want to give a quick shout out to our associate servers before we go back green. One of them being the Zav Scheme Resource Server, the best place for schemes and everything you need for that. The IBC at Interstate Batteries Cup Series, best place for stop motion. He's in the booth with me right now. And the East Coast Racing Network, another great place for stop motion. As Sam is about to lead us back to the ORC Restart Zone. He's the control car, and we're back green here at Pocono. It's a brilliant launch for driver number 3, Ace Prep. A little lackluster restart right there as we go up into turn number 1. Triple B's going big time aggressive. He needs every single point he can get as he's 4 wide. Look at this action as they come out of 1. Oh, Dylan's contact there. A little bit of contact right there. They're trying to get each other sorted as they go up into turn 2.
They gotta beware that they cannot go side by side. We notice that. Whoa, contact!
Whoa! Triple B went hard into the outside wall. He's gonna drop to the back as now Zol's gonna go side by side with Ace Sprout. He hit the apron. He hits in the cams. He's gonna go for a ride. Slides back and hits into the field. How many cars are hit or fully around? Nobody else. We'll keep it green.
It was a big run down on 5 of Cam's gone. I mean, really, when you're entering a Turbo 3, you're gaining so much speed. Kind of like how you are when you're entering in a Turbo 1 and 2. So, yeah, I mean, mainly the cause of how come so many drivers are getting tight is because of the high speed that you're reaching into the corners. But really, thanks to Sam, sorry, not Sam, Cam, this field's gone broken up. It looks like the 5 is just being a one-man show right now. Trying to charge on the 20.
Got lifted way out to make sure he didn't hit Ace Sprout, and he still actually did as Bryce making some contact there with Nick in the back of the pack as Dylan is now going to make a move to the inside of Cam's. And Cam's, he needs every single stage point that he can get as we come to 3 laps to go. And Dylan is throwing huge blocks on Devin.
I mean, the blocks, really, that's Devin's biggest pet peeve right about here. We noticed it, and now look who is right behind him, though. Bit of a foe now. It's number 24 of Killer's Doggy. I mean, really, those guys are gonna have to work together because they have to try to catch up the pack. What's the 54th gonna say otherwise and just peek down the inside?
Yeah, well, Train's also stuck back here in this pack as well. Cams is right now trying to battle for as many stage points as possible, fighting for P3 with Dylan as they come out turn number 3 now. And back to the stripe. He's not going to get it because Dylan's going to have the slipstream from A-Sprout as they rocket up towards turn 1.
I mean, really, this 54 car is trying its best to just try to get the side draft from the 24, and they are just trying their best to catch up with the number 98 of Devin, but it's likely not going to work, as because of the draft of the 98 is giving the 24, that's going to allow for the 54 to just drop 2 positions right now. So, yeah.
Whoa! He's gone off! Oh, no!
Happened?
I believe it was a control issue like he's experienced all week long, and there's more contact. He spins himself off Hunter, and he was in the running for chase points.
Oh, no.
He hits in a train. Train's able to save it.
Whoa.
And will stay green, but that'll be done for stage points for Bryce. And once again, it'll be a killer for him.
Yeah, because of that wreck, now the field's on a relatively single file down. You know, we don't see any side-by-side battles so far, so I'm assuming that the field is trying their best to try to just get the draft from the other drivers right about here, but they gotta also be careful when they enter the quarter. And look at the run that the one has after his way got squirrely.
Yeah, Dylan making a move down to the inside of A-Sprout. Oh, he's gonna try, and looks like he was almost gonna give him the bumper there. And Cam's right now sitting P4 right behind all this action. He would love to get himself even more stage points as we're on the white flag of stage number 2. It's Sam leading right now, then A-Sprout P2, Dylan P3, Cam's P4, and the last point goes to Devin. But I know Killer Soggy would love to get that one as Cam's goes to the inside of Dylan.
Well, we're gonna run Darren because the side driver was clear to 5, and now he sets the sights on the 20 with help from that draft. He's gotta be careful though, he can't push the drivers in the quarters right about here. And that's gonna be a moment there.
Cam's little contact there with Dylan as they go through turn 3. More contact, trying to get every point he could get. Devin might slip on through. Here he comes through. Sam's gonna win stage number 2. A-Sprout P3, and it's going to be Devin who gets P3 there, with Cam still side by side.
I want to move there by the number 98 of Devin. He was able to make the side draft work on the 5 of Cam's, and yeah, I mean, that was honestly big, but Cam's going to have to push from the number 1, which will allow him to have the run as he come into turn number 2 here, so... Yeah, I mean, they gotta be a bit more careful because from what we see, whoa, look at that.
They made loads of contact there, and Devin, I can't believe he's very happy. He's been ran around all race long. Now more contact there. Dylan gonna barge his way through and past Devin, and now Devin's again under attack, this time from Killer Soggy. But I don't think Killer Soggy's gonna have any help with him here. He's got his IBCS All-Star Racing teammate right behind him, Nick, and Devin's going to have to back out of that one.
Good teamwork you saw there from the 40 and the number 24. I mean, multiple drivers, they have to try to work together. That's the thing I love about drafting tracks like these. You have to tandem draft their way up to the front in order to pretty much catch up with the pack. And look at the... Oh, no!
Oh! Dylan got into the outside wall. Now that's going to be good for Devin to get back to the inside. So mistakes being made here. And look at A-Sprout, though, for the race lead. We'll have to look at that as now Killer Soggy side by side with Cams. They're 3 wide back behind with Dylan. This is a huge mess. It's all a bit of a madhouse back in the pack. But A-Sprout has been catching Sam for the race lead and is now all over that back bumper as they go up into turn number 1. Now out of 1. Sam is going to have to go defensive as they go through the tunnel.
Yeah, because of the run the 5 had, he's pretty much able to get past the 24 Killer Soggy. But out of turn number 3, I mean, you're going to gain so much speed as you enter and exit out of the corner, and that's how come they were able to split the 98 through the middle. And Devin is pretty much falling like a rocket to see the drivers having their pit signals on.
Yeah, we got some pitters here this time, so that's going to mean a lot of drivers coming down right now. That means Killer Soggy coming down pit road at the moment, as well as Train did they speed? They did not. So, first green flag stops of the day. What does this mean here for those two?
Well, let's see right about here. I mean, what it truly means for them right here is that they're probably going to be able to make it to the end more likely than the rest of the pack. Right about here, they're trying to dump the field when they enter on a pit road, but they are in risk of going a lap down. If you see drivers like Sam, try to stretch it to the end and be able to lap them. I mean, all they're trying to do really is just try to dump the field when they come out of pit road, because they will have that speed when they come down this long straightaway. It takes like nearly half a lap for them to get up to speed at this racetrack. So yeah, I mean, Sam just try to catch up with him, because that way he would be less likely to lose the lead.
Yeah, A-Sprout will also be coming down this time as well. So this might just be the final lap runs stops of the day. Actually, it could be close. It's going to be very close, actually, till the end of this race. Cam's out of his box back there. Triple B is in the huge mess of cars. Hunter will be coming down as well. But this is a little interesting here. Nick and Dylan going at it between the two of them. A little contact there in turn number 3. And more contact between those two as they come out the final corner. And again, more contact as A-Sprout's also down the pit road.
Yeah, I mean, Sam really just putting a bigger damper on himself and see a car merging. I think that's Zolan, the number 19. Either he's merging or simply just pitted early on, and he was that far back in the field. He'll go a lap down, really. So, yeah, I mean, a big gamble for the 19. Unfortunately, just could not be able to muster up a run in a 3 car. And you see the speed that Sam is right now bringing up here in the corners. I do not know. He might be able to make it around for just about 3 to 4 more laps. So, I mean, really big gamble that the 3 is taking, but I do not know if that's going to allow him to keep the lead. But it will allow him to extend the lead. It's probably going to be more cars coming down.
Yeah, I believe more cars coming down this time. I believe one of those is actually Hunter here, who's coming down pit road here. Looking at Sam's fuel, 572 milliliters as we go up into turn number 1. Is he trying to save? You really can't save on these cars. They're not doing much saving here. As he goes into turn number 2 here. So Hunter's come out his stall now and off pit road. He's actually going to be merging back behind Train and Cams, who are side by side at the moment, up in front of him here. And yeah, they are going side by side right now. But Zoll 1 lap down. Not sure what's going on there. As this would be a battle for, I believe, like P3 or something here in the later parts of this race. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. And yeah, I'm not sure what the strategy is. Some of these guys back behind Sam.
They're likely trying to work together to try to catch up with the 3. I mean, he's just on his own island pretty much. He's way gone from the rest of the pack. The closest car to him right now is number 19 years old, but he's a lap down. So really, the second closest next to him is Dylan, but he's 3 seconds back. So really, I mean, they're trying to use the draft as best as they can to try to make it to the end and try to stretch it and get past the driver number 3 car.
Yeah, well, Nick here is going to be coming down this time, as there's a huge fight back there with Cams and Killer Soggy and Train right now. Hunter will also be in the fight as well. And I don't know if they would like to be doing a whole lot of battling here between all these, between all of them. You see on the bottom of your screen here, there is Nick's onboard as he's going to be coming down pit road this time. But I don't know if they're going to try and help each other or not, because they're all Chevrolets. I think it would be in their best interest to do that. Now, here's the thing I realized, that A-Sprout, you see up there, a little bit up the road, is all on it by himself. He's got no help. So, yes, he's not going to be battling, but he's got no drafting help, which means he's probably going to be losing a whole lot of time from everybody. So that is going to be bad news for him. And looking at the rest of this pack here, Dylan looks like he'll be coming down this time. Don't know if I see anybody else. No, you will be staying out. And oh, it was really close there between Triple B and Nick. Saw on my other screen. As Sam now has that pit button on as well. So this is going to be wild here. I'm actually going to be looking here at Ace Sprout as well, because this is going to be something to watch. Ace Sprout right now is exiting the final corner. Sam is now entering turn 2. As we are now into single car incidents.
Just realized something, BCH. I mean, King has not pitted, but he does have more fuel than whatever Sam and Dylan pretty much have. So really, I mean, he will be the new race leader as they come on a pit road here. So all King pretty much has to do is just hope that he'll be able to save enough fuel to make it to the end. And yeah, he should possibly be fine here.
So it's going to be, I don't know, I'm curious to see where they will come out. Ace Sprout will come out in relation to Sam. Sam, right now in his stall, is about to exit. There he's off pit road now. Ace Sprout, where is he at? He's right there. You see right back behind, up into turn number 1. Sam still trying to get up to speed, is on that bottom, and he is,
oh my god,
just barely ahead. He's gone a bit wide though. So this is for the race for the lead off of turn number 1 and down into the tunnel turn. Ace Sprout trying to go back to back and trying to defeat the points leader Sam. Ace Sprout going for win number 2 on the season, and he's out in front here at Pocono.
Correction, BCH. The last winner here in CCS was actually Mystic. It came at a insane finish between him and Ace. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, really, that 20 car is hungry for redemption. I mean, that would be an insane win for him. But he and the 3 are right now going to just try to put their way up for the front of the field and just try to just get away from them pretty much, and hope that no one is really near them. But the closest car with them right now is a 6 of Trade, and King gets put on a masterclass performance right now. If he can make it to the end, I mean, I think he'll be able to get this race in the bag. But he is barely just making it through.
Yeah, running on board right now, on the bottom left of your screen, Cams and Hunter right now, they are all fighting for a chase spot, but obviously they are teammates. So every point matters, but Hunter is going to get crossed up here by his teammate, Cams. He's going to look to the inside, is trying to go 3 in a row this season. It's going to be interesting to see if he could do it here, but man, it's a wild, wild fight right now at the bottom of that cut line.
Yeah, right now, and King just continues to try to pull away from the rest of the pack. I'm actually quite surprised he's able to make it to the end, make it this far out. And the gap between him is like nearly an entire lap. That's between him and the 20 of Ace Sprout, who is right now in second. So, yeah, I mean, it's just been incredible, honestly, how that 94 car does. The question now becomes, however, I mean, he was way behind them during the pit cycle. The question becomes, is he going to be able to jump the leaders? I'm assuming he's likely to have to take about 50% fuel. That is likely my guess, but that might be a bit too little. So, possibly, I mean, 100. I don't know what the call likely going to be from King, as he gonna come on a pit road here, so this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting right now. You best not speed on the pit road here. Gonna be really careful, really cautious. Remember, he was the only one that came down under that last pit caution cycle there. He was at the back, so he's been able to stretch it a little bit further than everybody else. Now, where does he come out in relation to Ace Sprout and Sam? Ace Sprout, Sam, you see on the bottom of your screen there, they're crossing the line, and they're just going to go right on past them. And King is going to be done with that. So he's going to drop a ways on back. King, no clue where he's going to end up. He's going to go behind Triple B. I believe he might even go past Nick as well. But the battle is still on for the race lead.
Yeah, and their goal is to pretty much pull away from the pack, and they're just hoping for no caution unless pretty much, no caution pretty much, because really a caution late on in this race will completely end it. No more one to go restarts according to the officials right here. So they're just trying their best to pretty much just pull away from the pack and do everything they possibly can to just, guarantee themselves this victory. Train, on the other hand, he's getting help from the 5 cams who's just long gone from him.
Sam right now really pushing A-Sprout. They're not really trying to battle right now, which is a smart move. It's a very smart move to not try and push it. A-Sprout's fuel right now, he's currently on 1,292. So is there a question of him being able to make it to the end? I don't know. There might just be. But right now, Sam is pushing really hard all over that back bumper of A-Sprout.
The thing that does play an A-Sprout's advantage pretty much is that he could pretty much just save while getting pushed by the number 3 of Sam, but I guess Sam figured that out and just decided to back out. So, I mean, yeah, fuel strategy is going to be big for these drivers right about here, and Sam is just using that draft as best as he can to try to get a fastest lap and just get another point to his name for the rest of the season pretty much. But they do not want to push themselves into a quarter because otherwise they'll get really tight like what A-Sprout's doing.
A-Sprout got pushed a little wide there. Now Sam's to the inside. Not sure if he'll be able to make a move here as we go up into turn number 2, the tunnel corner. Side by side, but Sam looks like he's going to lift way out of it and stay behind. So I think he's just waiting. We got 5 laps to go. But I think he's going to wait to put a move on until the final lap. Maybe not. Now he's going to dive it down to the inside. A-Sprout, a little trouble getting through the corner. They're side by side, but there's no help in front of them. So they're going to be side drafting each other down the front straightaway into turn number 1. It's now Sam out in front of the race lead.
Wow, what a move there. And now A-Sprout, the fuel save is outward, but he does have enough fuel to make it to the end under his next 4 laps. So I think he'll be able to just push it to the end. What a move by the 3 car. But yeah, I mean, A-Sprout just hoping he could get the draft from him. But damn, he's just trying to pull away, especially with his corner right here. And there he is. He just pulls away. So that might be game over A-Sprout unless he could try to get the draft from him, which will be hard. But look at the run he does in turn number 3.
Yeah, it is going to be a battle for an insane battle for a win. I don't think it's necessarily over for A-Sprout. I believe he's still in that slipstream as he goes off into turn number 1 with 3 laps to go in the race. Killer Soggy right now communicating with some of the drivers back there. Not sure what this battle is. Back there, Cams up the road there. Cams and Hunter going at it, and Killer Soggy making some contact there with Devin. Not sure if they want to move. Devin's not going to want to give an inch, and he kind of doors them out the way there. Kind of doors them out the way as they come into turn number 3 now. It's going to be wild here between these two. Now Devin's going to bump him way up the road. 2 to go.
These two have been putting on an absolute show for the fans right here. I do not know what the 24 is going to do, but I guess Sam is just hoping that he could just turn him at this rate right about here. Devin's right now trying to fuel save to the best of his ability right now. But now, oh my God, look at the shove of the 24, and that's going to be it. Oh my God, wow.
Whoa. All right, well, now that's another point for Triple B. But we look towards the race lead, and right now A-Sprout is still trying to catch up to Sam. We'll be coming back to the white flag this time. Can Sam hang on as we go back to the stripe? Banderzarea Samaranka, 1 to go here at Pocono. Can Sam hang on? He's got about a 5/10 gap over A-Sprout right now as they go into turn number 1. He's still leading here. Back behind, Cam's Hunter are battling 4 points. Riding on the rear view camera here. Now we ride on Hunter's rear view, front view. He's side by side with Cams. Now he's going to lift out of it. This is going to be crucial for the points. Ace Sprout giving it his all. It's not going to be enough for him, I don't believe. As they go into the final corner, Sam has dominated this race. And out the final corner is going to get it done here at the Tricky Triangle. Back behind, Hunter and Cam's going to go side by side. Crucial for the points, and Hunter gets them. He got him! And there's wrecking behind, I would believe.
It's Devin.
Devin!
In the 98. Oh my word.
King spinning up into one. So it goes Sam. Ace Sprout trained with a brilliant run that could put him into the chase. Hunter, Cams, Killer Soggy, Triple B, Devin, Nick, King, Dylan, Zol, Bryce. But it's going to be another win for Team WTR. And they're going to do a show of force around the track. It's a show of force.
What a chaotic race so far. But Devin, I mean, that was pretty insane, honestly. I don't honestly know what pretty much happened at this rate.
And Sam gonna burn it down on the front straightaway here. This moment is presented by Gas Can Water, fueling victories every single day. And it's gonna be another win and another great way to extend the championship lead for Sam. And WTR at these drafting tracks are unbelievable. He's going to park it on the line. So we're going to go hear from him. Driver number 3, Sam. How about ya? Another win. Getting it done at Pocono. How do you feel about that one?
I mean, that was a good race. Very hard to pass. I mean, just the amount of walls, and the draft was very big this race too. But you know, when we got on that green flag run, you know, I was able to get ahead. Ace Sprout being in my draft, and he's pretty good here. So I wasn't going to be able to pull away from him. So when we came to the pit strats, and he had a pit earlier than me, I was able to run without him being in the draft, but he ran the exact same laps as me after he pitted, so we ended up side by side. But I just waited for the time to make a move, and I saw he messed up turn 3 with like 5 to go, and I made the move, and he just couldn't. He just kept messing up, so it made me, you know, be able to pull away there at the end.
Yeah. Well, again, I think you've probably just about secured your regular season championship with this win here today. So you've got yourself, again, a bunch of points, I believe, going into the chase now. Gonna have to add all of those up, but still, I mean, you did really well today. So Sam, I mean, good luck to you next week. I think we'll see you in Victory Lane afterwards. But yeah, anything else from you?
Just GG Days back. Good racing from him.
Yeah, good racing. All right. Well, thank you, Sam. And it's gonna be it from him for now, as we are going to head over here down on the pit road and interview the rest of the drivers. And gonna go hear from driver who finished P2. Is gonna be with IBCS.
Yeah, Ace Sprout, man. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Pocono has cruelly cursed you as a whole. I mean, back-to-back runner-ups at this racetrack for a second consecutive season. So, I mean, walk me through, you know, this very chaotic race and how you just came up so close, and what really was your mistake?
You know, obviously, GG's to Sam. We both raced each other very respectfully after pit road and just when we were with each other. And, you know, I just started selling once I got behind him. But, you know, fuck this racetrack. I think 3 races I've done here, 3 P2s where I've been, like, top 2 car in every one of them. So, you know, this is just not a good racetrack for winning races.
Have a heartbreak for you. Ace Brothers, and I gotta head over to Cam. Actually, we can't interview Train because he said he can't do an interview. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cam's over here. You and Hunter got side by side. You and your WTR teammate, side by side, at the end of that race there. But, yeah, Hunter got the position over you. Still, how do you feel about your run today? And do you think you can you got yourself into the chase, and or at least did at the most you could have done to get yourself into the chase? It was overall a pretty good day. Just made a mistake on pit road. And lost important track position. But I made a good comeback. I don't think I'll be in the chase. Unless Triple B had a terrible day. Well, he finished like P7 today, so I don't know. Yeah, good race. All right. Well, thank you. Happy finish. All right. Well, thank you, Cams. Now gonna go here from the other, from Triple B here. Let's hear how his day went.
Yeah, Triple B, man. I mean, it was a very chaotic race for you as a whole, and yeah, you got a ton of contact happen. I mean, I did notice though you were in a battle with Killer Soggy early on. So, I mean, what really happened there? Because it was pretty chaotic. So final pit stop, old pit road, but it's okay. I had draft, caught up. Devin and Soggy wreck each other. I'm there. But I sell turn 3 on the final lap. Got P7. Good points. All right, well, thank you. Well, thank you, Triple B, for that. As we're now going to head over to the number 19 of Zol, who'll be interviewed by BCH.
Yeah, Zol over here. Not sure how your day went. What caused you to go a lap down?
Obviously, I had a bit of contact with Asher. Then he missed the corner and just forced me onto the apron. Then, Cam's had nowhere to go and clipped me from my left rear. Obviously, it was a racing incident, so wasn't really mad at anyone. But overall, me and Asher worked together, managed to get him to the front. Was pushing him. Obviously, props to him. I was a little bit frustrated with him, but third fastest car all day. Felt like I could have competed for the win, but it wasn't enough points we gained today. Wish we pulled away from freezing more in the standings. But obviously he's also suspended for Dover, but he's gonna come back at Daytona. So obviously Dover, I really need to gain a lot of points for the next few races before we begin to chase. So, but I really need to get these points so I can get myself safe in the chase. But props to Ace Sprout, and I was gonna push Bryce on that final lap, but he ran out of fuel in the middle of turn 3. So,
Oh, did he really?
yeah, he ran out of fuel, but he kept it going. But
Oh. What? Was he going like 33 across the line or what?
I really don't know, but yeah, that's just my race. Felt like could have competed for the win, but I exited pit lane wrong because I wanted to not let pace Sam, just let him run his own line.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Zol. Tough day for you, but always can bounce back. As we're gonna go over here to number 2 of Hunter. He's gonna be interviewed by IBCS.
Yeah, Hunter, man. I mean, a very chaotic race for you. I mean, first off, how do you feel about WTR getting the victory? And second of all, I mean, what really happened for you, for your standpoint?
Well, yeah, I feel like there was a good amount of contact all across the race, but yeah, the track was. I thought it would be harder to pass. It was honestly easier than I thought, But yeah, I was just basically I was cautious most of the day. WTR obviously very quick. Sam getting his 5th win of the season. Yeah, we showed pace again. I think this is like I think this is like my 5th top 5 in races that I've raced. So I mean we're just on a roll. So yeah, hoping to carry this momentum into Dover. I think I'm doing early qualifying there. So yeah, gonna have to get a bit lucky, but yeah, solid day for the 2, and yeah, points is always good.
All right, we'll take you 100 now. We're gonna head over to the number 94 King. He'll be interviewed by BCH.
Yeah. So not Devin. King here, number 94. I mean, you had yourself. What happened with you today? Because you were in the back of the field for a little bit here today. What happened?
You know, my lag was worse than usual on the race start. Honestly, I was froze, so I missed it there. I think mostly every restart I just lagged and completely missed it. I had terrible lag today, but you know, we left 4 laps on that strategy there when absolutely no one pit, but we did pit, and we somehow sped on that too. But you know, left some 4 laps. You know, we're gonna take 25 there, but you know, I didn't have faith in that I could see that, but so I took 50, and we were able to get P10. Definitely gonna be out of the chase after this. Actually, I don't know where Train finished, but
Train finished P3. That might be a tough round for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really tough round. We're gonna have to go into, I think it's Coronado next week, and we're gonna have to go Stelly week if we want to get back in the chase.
No, it's Dover next week.
Oh, well, never mind.
All right. Well, man, that's gonna be rough for you, but still not over. As we're gonna go over here to the number 98 of Devin, who's with IBCS.
Yeah, Devin. First off, unfortunately, they get to run this beautiful scheme. Unfortunately, but yeah, that's heartbreaking. Anyways, back to the topic of the race. Really, walk me through that contact you had with Kawasaki on the final restart, because I did notice it. What are your opinions from that? Because that was pretty chaotic.
Oh yeah, I forgot he just does an interview. Oh, that's great. JD,
Yeah,
does he
he's
have any words?
chat numbnuts.
Quickest driver today. FL board shows it.
24:30. Oh.
He's in, what else did he say?
He said 24:30. He isn't showing any world anytime soon. 24:30 boy. 30 boy. He has it coming. All right. Well, thank you, Devin. We're now gonna head over to BC. He'll be interviewing Bryce in the 54.
Yeah. Bryce. Apparently you ran out of fuel in the final corner. Just take us through your day. I saw you had to rejoin the game because of lag multiple times. Just tell us what happened.
I mean, first started lagging and then rejoined the game, remerged, and then I just get. I mean, the second restart, I think I just got like drilled by Hunter. I think it was a racing incident, but it was like a stack up, and I just had to be the one to get wrecked. And then another restart, I was actually sort of moving up a little bit, but then Karob just drilled me, and that just caused me to spin and get another caution. Then another one, I actually started moving up. We actually like P6, I think. But too bad my mobile controls just stopped working in turn 2 of all places on the racetrack. So I just straight line train. That's probably gonna be a 10-point penalty. So that's just amazing. And then yeah, just stayed in the back for the rest of the race. Down on pit road, I just didn't care anymore. I just took 50 for fun, just see what happens. And then yeah, just ran out in turn 3. Probably just gonna give up on the chase. Honestly, I just don't care anymore. I mean, it's not like it means something in life anyway. Like, oh wow, this is really gonna help me get a job or something. But yeah, for the rest of the season, we'll probably just try to get the wins mostly, and just don't care about the chase anymore.
All right. Well, thank you, Bryce. I mean, I don't know if it's 100% over for you, but I mean, still, I still had a really rough day today. Unfortunate for him, but that is going to do it here for us at Pocono. Pretty somewhat calm-ish race compared to some of the last few races we've had. But I mean, WTR now has won, I believe, 5 out of the 6 races we've done in the past 6 weeks. So they are on a roll as of right now, with Sam getting another one. But we'll just see how that goes when we go back to Dover next week. It's going to be a wild one. I can't wait for that one. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching the stream. I hope you guys all enjoyed the race week.